I apologise for a bit of the noise, but I have to have a fan on in this room. It is sweltering here in the UK. I've just done the unboxing of this P51. I want to get her built and get her ready so I can go and do a maiden on it. I say built, it's more assembled. The same as the Hawker Tempest. You don't build it, you assemble it. And I will be assembling this. Let's get it all out of the box and lay it out. Before we do anything else on this, I am going to spray it to protect the paintwork. So here we are outside, and I'm using this K2 Pro Acrylic Clear Coat. It's Polish, but you can buy it in the UK from eBay. These have already been applied, and it dries really quick. This is already all dry. Right, so this has got a coat on it, and I made a mistake. You see that? I picked this up while it's still wet, and I've now got a thumbprint on it. Ah, what an idiot. Never mind. So that's all just been coated on and is drying. Transfer's coming up slightly there. I might have put too much on, but the rest looks absolutely fine. And the Hawker Tempest is good. It's all coated. Just waiting for it to dry. The only thing I've got left to do is the underside of the Tempest. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the P51 Moonbeam McSwine. Wait for those to dry, then we'll get them back into the building room or the assembly room. So they've all been coated, and apart from making the whole thing smell of pear drops and making it extremely smooth, I don't know exactly what it's achieved. I suppose only time will tell. But it's completely coated. Surfaces all work, so they're good. I'll check those when I put them on. Let's assemble this. So the first thing we have to do is put the wheels on. And this time I'm going to get it right. I believe it, it's this one. This is quite good because this has got a little clip here, so you can't get these wrong. Make sure it's right in there. Yep, and then there's two screws which go in here and nip the wire. So let's get those on. Okay, that's done. So difficult to get it on camera. It really is difficult. I'm going to do the other one off camera. Well, it took all of 15 seconds to put that screw in off camera. It took the best part of a minute to do it on camera. But there it is. That one's all screwed flat and it just pinches the wire. Same as this one, which is good. Now, believe it or not, the next part is we put the wings on the fuselage. And we're going to put these wings on. Now, the way we put the wings on, this slots in there, comes down and the screw goes in the front. But we do have to connect these, which are the ailerons. Right, now we put the screw in. So this goes through there. easy enough. I'll put these together first. Nice tight fit, so that's good. And these, this piece and these two have to go and key into these. So I'm just going to put 2 screws through these holes off camera. Wow, well that was fun. The first thing that happened was this screw here went in at an angle and it missed the plastic plate, and I was screwing away and it was going straight into the foam but not biting into anything, so I had to end up pushing it out the other side, because as I tried to undo it, it just wouldn't come back out. That was me just being clumsy with this sort of thing. So there's a tiny little screw hole on the other side, which I'll show you in a minute. This one went in no problem at all. What I will say is the holes that the screws go into through the foam were in fact blocked up. So you have to make sure you clear out the gunk that's in there. Here is a tiny little screw hole. Well, I had to push the screw literally through the fuselage and out the other side, otherwise I'd have lost it. That's my bad, not the plane's. That's basically it. Everything's put together. I've only got to put the control horns on the elevator and the rudder. Then I just have to put in a receiver. It's 4 channels, but it needs a 5 or 6 channel receiver. So I've got one of those lovely Spectrum antennaless receivers. I'll put that in there, put the battery in and test the CG out and the throws. I've connected all the cables from the stabilizer onto my AR620. It's an antennaless receiver, and I've basically looped it round and pushed it into the cavity on top of the stabilizer. That gets it out the way, because otherwise it's a very tight and small space between the stabilizer and where the battery ends up. Well, I printed off one of the most important parts of the instructions, and it's showing me that the center of gravity should be between 65 and 72 from the leading edge at the root here. This is basically done, but yet again I'm having center of gravity issues. No one who's put videos up about these aircraft, these being the Tempest and this Mustang, have said anything about having center of gravity issues. So I've measured the center of gravity and I've got it at about 66, and it goes from 65 to 72. I've got it 4 centimeters out from the wing root here, and it's measured right from this point on the wing, not from here back where this cuts in, but from here where it's on the fuselage, right the way back. 65, 66, and I've drawn a line and I put a marker slightly behind it, and I'm having trouble getting it to balance at that point. But unlike the Tempest, the problem I have with this one is that the battery can't go far enough back in the fuselage. So I've got the receiver as far back as I can go, the battery's basically sitting on top of that, and there's all this space at the front, and it still won't quite balance out for me. To balance this out on those centre of gravity marks, it's definitely slightly nose heavy now, and that's right on the tip of those marks. So I'm hoping that's okay. But I've seen other people, and they show their planes like this, and they take this off, and they say, oh, the battery's right up against the firewall, and it's exactly the same battery. So it might be a manufacturing thing, that all the planes are slightly different, but I'll be honest, I'm having a bit of a hard time with these little planes. So thanks for watching, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you on another video. Cheers.